All right, there we go. Technical difficulties this morning. Internet kept going out, so just had to reset it. Looks like we're good to go now. So, looks like we're good to go. Awesome. Sorry about that. Looks like everything's starting to move in our favor here. SPY is flat, so that's good. I like that for us. Q's up 0.2%. Qs look great. We could definitely look at Qs at open for a long. At open. All right, higher lows, lower highs, starting to break out. It's over this resistance. We have clean levels above, so looks pretty good. Regarding SPY, it's still in this wedge. All right, we do have higher lows, lower highs, so we just need this to break the high of yesterday, which is 455.04. All right, once that breaks, we should see a clean breakout. Excuse me. This is automatically recorded, but thank you. So let's go over some setups. Google is going to be one of my top watches here at open. We have clean break of this resistance. Right, broke to the upside here, started to flag here, and we have this previous support, previous resistance, acted as a support again. Right, up 0.4% here in pre-market. I think if this can gain some momentum here, this can definitely push towards this high and break through that high. Right, this resistance is also this previous support. Right, lines up pretty perfectly. So it's going to be a big resistance to break, but if it does break, I think we then see a bigger push. Maybe a potential push like BABA. BABA's up 1.8% here pre-market, kind of flew away without us here. Perfect high type flag, and it's gapping up, so there's really nothing we could do there. All right, so since it gapped up, this play is invalid, and now we just have to look for a new setup. It is what it is. Yeah, Google looks great. Square is also on my watch list this morning. Right, we broke out of this wedge that went right into support. It broke out, created this flag here, and it's up 0.3% here pre-market. If it can break through this 77.57 level, right, which is this previous support, this resistance, I think we see a nice move. We also have a slight gap to fill. Oh, Google has ER. Didn't even realize. After close. So premiums are going to be expensive. So we'll see. We'll be careful there. But Square will definitely be on watch. Shop will also be on watch. Higher lows, lower highs. Not really moving much pre-market, up 0.4%. But pretty clean levels. We'll look to see how this reacts. At open and potentially go long here. AMD, we could definitely keep an eye on again. Right, so it broke down yesterday and the day, but I still like this. Right, if it can break through 111.31, we go long for a move to 112.3 plus. Right, so we'll keep an eye on that as well. You could switch that with BABA. Move that up here. Right, so AMD still on watch. Definitely still like this, right? Rejected that level a few times, so when it does break and when it decides to, it will have a nice move, and we're going to catch that. Airbnb. We looked at this on stream last night at the member meeting. Regarding the member meeting, it had some technical difficulties also in the beginning. I'm not sure if the recording is going to work. If it doesn't work, I'll have another meeting for anyone that wasn't able to get in. And I could just do it, at a time that's good for everyone also in the, afternoon or something for anyone that's in Europe or not in the US. Because I know we have a few people there. Airbnb though, I like how it's flagging here into this previous resistance as a new support. If this can break through and break 148.29, I like a long opportunity there. So I'll be watching that as well. NVIDIA been consolidating within this wedge for a pretty long time. If it can break through around 450.6, I think it gives us a pretty good shot to go long there. Right, higher lows off this previous resistance as a new support. We have this previous resistance, which was a support, was a resistance. So that needs to break for a push to the upside there. Apple could move today. Let's redo this chart. It's a little sloppy here. All right, so you could chart this two ways. We had it this way, and we had it like this. All right, so I kind of like that better. Right, it's kind of creating that flag. Then we have this previous double top that we're definitely going to need to keep an eye on, right? Previous resistance, resistance, support, and so on. And then we kind of have that level, right? Support, 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 and bounce right off of that again. Right, this was the ideal entry point. We're sitting right at that at open here, or pre-market. Needs to hold this, and then it could potentially break through. So we'll keep an eye on this as well. There's a lot of names to look for today. A lot of good setups. I'll set an alert below that level right there. So Rusty asked, with FOMC tomorrow, do I see any big moves today, or will everything stay flat until after? The strategy today is to, if anything, take a trade in the morning, right, from 9:30 to 10:30, and get out. Pretty much every single time before FOMC, the market kind of just sits sideways after the first half hour or the first hour. So just, be aware of that. If anything, don't trade the second half of the day today. Just wait for FOMC, right? And tomorrow morning as well. Okay. Am I sizing down today? I'll definitely, be a little bit more cautious, that's for sure. But as always, just going to play the chart. Microsoft has earnings today, so not really going to be looking at that. Meta also has earnings coming up tomorrow. The chart looks solid. It's up 1% pre-market. Amazon, not really moving much, right? Kind of have a double bottom here, lower highs. If anything, I like the short opportunity here below this double bottom. But not really going to look at that here. Tesla up 0.7% pre-market, nice W pattern. Right, perfect double bottom. Broke out through all the resistances, kind of flagged here. It's up a little bit pre-market, but regarding a setup for today, there's not much. There's not that many actionable setups here. Netflix is kind of creating this rounded bottom. These lower highs. If it can break through, I'll set an alert just in case, but premiums are probably still juiced. 428.95 is this triple top. If that can break, we can maybe see the next leg up to 432. I don't chart those. I don't do futures. Coin, you can redo this. Coin just doesn't look good. There's really nothing here. All right, we have this previous support. We can chart it like that. There's not much there. And Rivian just been moving sideways. So that's the watch list for today. Google, top watch, although we do have earnings, but I do like the setup, so we'll keep an eye on it. Square, also top watch. AMD we'll watch. Let me make sure I have my alerts set. Everyone should always set as many alerts as possible. Google, I'll set below and above. All right, we'll just use this as a breakout point. AMD, we're good. Shop, we'll see. Can use this as a breakout point. $66.64. That's what we'll use. Airbnb took off without us. Airbnb, I have my alert set already. Add alert. NVIDIA, I'll set an alert also. SPY, make sure I have my alert set. SPY, I want to be notified at the break of this level, and then also below. And then QQQ, breakout above. QQQ might be my top watch at open, honestly. Chart looks great. Plus, we could play, you know, 0 DTE or 1 DTE. You know, that would give us a solid play. Quick play at open, and that's really it. Target, let's take a look. So target, higher lows, multiple resistances here, but it's trading within that wedge, so it needs to break above. V. Oops. V has this kind of resistance here. Right, it's trying to break above, has these higher lows. But again, it's going to be a slower day, so just be careful. You know, make sure you're, you know, being cautious. What strike? It doesn't really matter. Just make sure you're going close to the money, right? If you're going far out of the money, that means you're expecting a, you know, a big move very quickly, right? So I always want to go close to the money. So Qs, right? We're sitting at 377, right? So I just go, you know, 377 or 378 call. You know, you could go with a 380. It's just far. You need a big move pretty quickly. So we'll see. We will see. If everyone could drop a like on the video, that'd be great. Got a decent amount of you here today. If anyone has any questions, let me know. I'm more than happy to answer away. I got a new website coming for TradeProElite. I'm hyped. And FOMC tomorrow. Big day tomorrow. Big day tomorrow. No problem. If no one has any more questions, I'm going to go ahead and get set up for the live trading session on Zoom. Nothing much, Matt. Just an overview. Alright, so appreciate everyone stopping by. If you can drop a like before you head out, I would appreciate it. I will see the YouTube fam tomorrow at 9 o'clock. Good luck.